the voluntary hospital called Madadkari Reza, with a good history of helping the elderly and the disabled, which has been open and ran by members of the Gonabadi Order, was recently forced to shut down by the officials of the Ministry of Intelligence. With over 20 years of experience, this charity and non-profit organization focused on providing healthcare, medical services, assisting senior citizens, helping unemployed to find jobs, as well as providing people with social services. Following this incident, on Monday the 4th of May 2015, a demonstration by human rights activists was held in Trafalgar Square of London in order to protest against the closure of this charity organization.
We all are gathering here today to be the voice of those religious and minority groups in Iran who they are under the pressure of Iranian government. So we witnessed a few days ago the foreign minister of Iran stated they don't have any prisoner in Iran because of their beliefs or their ideology. But in the same time as he was giving this statement, the Sufis and other minority was under the pressure. Their charity organization was shut down. 7 of them, they've been exiled from their city, and 6 of them, they are still in the prison. This is about all religious groups in Iran. If you don't believe in the ideology of the government, this is what is going to happen to you. Prison, or shut down, or leave the country and come outside of Iran. So we are here today to be the voice of those voiceless people in Iran. Dervishes in Iran must be free. Dervishes in Iran must be free. Must be free. Dervishes in Iran.
The Organization for the Protection of Human Rights Defenders published a statement condemning the continuous persecution and abuse towards the trade unionists in Iran. During the World Press Freedom Day, on Sunday the 3rd of May 2015, Barack Obama had a meeting with 3 journalists at the White House. Whilst emphasizing the role of the media as a foundation towards democracy, President Obama paid tribute towards journalists around the world who had lost their lives as a result of their work. On Thursday the 30th of April 2015, the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom published its 16th annual report. According to this report, since 2004, Iran's situation regarding religious freedom is deteriorating. Fatemeh Karoubi, Mehdi Karoubi's wife, wrote a letter to Iran's intelligence minister of Hassan Rouhani's government, Mahmoud Alavi, and expressed her objections towards the irresponsibility of the officials of the Ministry of Intelligence in carrying out their basic duties, as well as the situation regarding her house arrest. Grand Maestro Mohammad Reza Shajarian, one of Iran's most prolific and popular classical vocalists, is still prohibited by the Iranian government from singing. During an international conference about the poet Hafez, Mr. Shajarian went onto the stage only to give a short speech, in contrary to such events in the past where he would usually sing. During this short speech, Mr. Shajarian said that it has been many years since I am no longer permitted to sing for my own people inside my own country. On the 5th of May, Reporters Without Borders condemned the arrest of Narges Mohammadi, a journalist, spokeswoman, and deputy director of Human Rights Defenders. Taghi Rahmani, a national religious activist who is Narges Mohammadi's husband, called on Iran's Ministry of Intelligence to comply with their promise and to reinvestigate his wife's court case.
Mahsa Amrabadi and Rehane Tabatabai, journalists and former political prisoners, were banned from working at the National Library because of the pressures from security forces. On the morning of Monday the 4th of May 2015, Neda Mostaqimi, a supporter of Mothers in Lale Park, was arrested at her workplace by security forces. Having been banned for the past 8 years, this year several thousand people marched in Tehran on Labor Day. Furthermore, the president of the Union of Barbers announced that solarium and eyebrow plucking are now an offence for men, and if any cases are seen, they will be dealt with. On Tuesday the 5th of May, 3 prisoners accused of drug trafficking were hanged in the Sari prison with the presence of the prosecutor of the Mazandaran province. Also, on Tuesday the 5th of May, Narges Mohammadi was arrested and transferred to the Evin prison by security officers with warrants. There is no information available about the reason for her arrest and accusation. On Tuesday the 5th of May, a prisoner accused of murdering an individual due to financial disputes during 2012 was hanged in the central prison of Qazvin. The General and Revolutionary Court of Karaj rejected a request regarding the conditional release of a Christian convert by the name of Behnam Irani. The authorities of Evin prison refused to transfer Reza Entezari to hospital by the order of the prosecutor due to him refusing to use handcuffs and shackles and to wear the prison uniform. During the past week, the main branch of the non-profit institute known as Madad Kariya Reza in the city of Tehran, which is funded by the Gonabadi Darwish Order, was attacked and shut down by security officers and intelligence officers. The most recent report of the US Commission on International Religious Freedom indicates that the state of religious freedom in Iran in the year 2014 worsened. This was confirmed during an interview with Radio Farda by Dr. Said Mustafa Ozmayesh, the international spokesperson the Nematollahi Gonabadi Sufis and the head of the International Organization to Preserve Human Rights in Iran. The 2015 Freedom to Write Award is being awarded to the Iranian political blogger Sattar Beheshti, whose torture and death in 2012 at the hands of Iran's cyber police drew international outrage. The international body called Defending Freedom of Press Association has mentioned the banning of the Iranian magazine Today's Women in a recent article. On Monday the 4th of May, 2 people accused of publishing lies in cyberspace were identified and arrested. Journalist prisoner Saeed Matinpour was transferred from the central prison of Zanjan to Evin prison.
Political prisoner Farooq Samani entered his 3rd year of imprisonment without leave in the Mahabad prison. There are 500,000 people in Iran's prisons annually. The managing director of Tehran's Municipality's Welfare and Social Services reported that there are more than 15,000 homeless people in the streets of Tehran.